Hey guys, Scott with Heritage Farms, Texas. Well, look at that, man. Texas flag is flying, it's beautiful. It got up to, I don't know, 68, 70 degrees today here in North Texas. So, the winter storm is over. The swimming pool is not functioning. So thought I'd give you a little update on what the challenges are we're facing. I always like to start with the positives. So the positive here is there seems to be no structural damage to the pool. None of the ceramic tile around the edges are popping off, which I was very concerned about. I was very concerned about the spa and the hot tub busting and cracking. I was very concerned about, you know, water draining out of the pool through the bottom if we had a crack in the pipe. But here we are, we're 3 days after the storm, and the pool is holding water. So that's a positive. So structurally, I think we're good as far as the pool itself is concerned. It's a little dirty with all the leaves and everything, but that can be fixed. But now let's go to the bad news. Here is all of the pool equipment. And let me tell you what we got here just so you understand. So this is a pool heater. This is a pool filter. And we have 2 pumps and the main brains or computer system behind it. So these are what you call your intake side. So this is where your main drains on the pool, your skimmer boxes, everything comes up, goes into the pump. This is your primary pump. Well, let me start here. When the storm hit, we took these off, so hoping that we could actually survive. But unfortunately, look at that. Look how it cracked the housing right there. So that's not the end of the world, because I can buy the housing, just this housing, I can purchase. There's not many of them out there in the marketplace, but I did. Once this hit, the very night it was going on, I was actually on the internet getting ready to order these just because I'm afraid there's going to be a shortage. So the same thing happened over here on this side. So this housing actually busted and cracked all along here. And if I come over here to this side, you can actually see the crack in the housing on that side. So the good news is the 2 motors themselves are good. We just have to replace the housings, which they're ballpark 150 a piece or so. But let me show you something. Nothing is easy, because to replace this housing, I want you to look at this PVC fitting right here that comes into this. There's no place to cut and splice off. And this is a check valve, which is like, I don't know, 75 bucks. So I'm gonna have to come in here, cut down here, put a coupling, put another check valve in to replumb this. So even though it's the housing, I mean, when you start looking at check valves and everything, major replumbing just to do this. So on this one, we're pretty good. I mean, so 1 housing, 2 housings, 1 check valve. This check valve here is okay. So for on the inbound side of the pool, where everything comes from the pool into the pumps, we're okay. Outbound, we're pretty good. Going into, this is a cartridge filter. But look right here. No bueno. Bad. Split the cartridge filter right in half. I mean, I came in here and I'd actually taken all the pressure off to give this lid a little bit of room to move. I had actually opened the top of it, but you know what? It just wasn't enough. The ice expanded too much and cracked it. The good news here, once again, I try to focus on the good news. I don't have to buy a whole entire cartridge filter. I can buy just the lid. The problem is there's only probably, I don't know, 8,000 of us in America looking for that same lid after the storm, but that's a different subject. Okay, so, we can fix that. That's not the end of the world. Let's come over here and look at this. So now you come out of the filter, you go into the heater, and you start to come back to the swimming pool. So this is my helper, as you can see, very interested. Look at this piece right here. That 90-degree angle, that little piece of PVC, 90-degree, cracked and shattered. Well, look at this. It's actually cemented directly into a check valve. on this side, which is cemented into a automated valve on this side, so that when you turn the switch in the house to turn the hot tub on, this actually rotates electronically and gets it going. So to replace this part, I've got to replace this, 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 this. So pretty much a complete replumbing job. Oh, Mama said there'd be days like this, but then look down here on the heater. The base of the heater has a crack on the out-down port of it. I've got to research and figure out if I can get this. Full disclosure, the heater was not working beforehand. So here's what I'm gonna tell you. You step back, look at the big picture. This pool equipment is all pretty much the original pool equipment. It's over 15 years old. So you know what, at some point in time, I was gonna have to start replumbing a lot of this and redoing a few things, but I was hoping it was gonna be on my schedule and a piece at a time. So for the equipment, pretty much 100% loss. We're gonna have to replumb everything, buy a lot of new parts, and with me doing the repairs, it's still gonna be very costly, and this is not covered on insurance. Not to mention I have a high deductible policy, so the repair cost is less than what my deductible would be. So I own this one. I learned a lot though. If I ever get in this situation again, I'm not gonna rely on the freeze alert, because this pool has a freeze alert, and what happens is as soon as the temperature gets down to 32 degrees, it automatically kicks on and it runs to keep the pool from freezing. Well, that works phenomenal. That's incredible, except when the electricity goes off. Now, if my generator would have been running, I could have saved it, but unfortunately my generator was not running, and hence all of the damage. Note to self, hey dummy, get your generator running. Anyway, if this is all the problems I have, I'm doing okay. There's a lot of people that had major flood damage inside of their house, lost furniture, lost valuables, photos, things of that nature. So for me, this is all I'm dealing with. Glory be to God. What a blessing. And we'll overcome this just like we do everything else. So, all right, there's your update. Pool damage, Texas winter storm. Hey, this will be fun. Not. All right, guys, leave me a comment, thumbs up. Let me know your thoughts. Love to hear from you. But hey, next time this happens, I'm not gonna rely on the freeze guard. I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna remove every single cover on every single check valve. I'm gonna take the lids off, the drain plugs, take the lid completely off of this, open up the water heater, remove every one of these. I think I would be better off to fully open up the system than to rely on the freeze guard to save us, because man, this was a natural disaster like I've never seen. So we're gonna deal with it differently the next time it comes up. But hey, just wanted to give you an update on where we stood post winter storm. Hit the thumbs up. Love to hear from you. Bye.